Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, Miranda Higgins. How you doing, Miranda?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Got your little sparkly lights on in the background?
Yep, all my pictures in the background as well.
So are they some of your heroes up on the wall there?
Yeah, most definitely inspirations. You've got Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson as the main two in the background. You've got other champions like Evander Holyfield, Joe Calzaghe, a lot.
So is there anyone in particular that stands out for you that got you sort of attracted to the sport?
I've been following boxing since I was 7. It was the older generation heavyweights that I watched the most, really inspired by them. But really influential fight for me was more of a recent one. When Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko, and his name went up in fire and the lights went off, and I was like, wow, this is the big game here, something I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, it was a hell of a night, wasn't it? And
I can remember that exactly. I remember sitting there watching it thinking, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, the fight had everything as well, didn't it? It kind of had the suspense, the knockdowns, that uppercut that pretty much took his head off.
Yeah,
it was
definitely
unbelievable from start to finish. And it sort of put Anthony on the big stage, as you said, the flaming AJ at the start. And you thought, wow, it's definitely the big leagues. But when you looked at that, was that kind of like ringing in your head to say, that's what I want to do?
Yeah, that was like the pivotal moment, I suppose you could like call it. Like when I seen it, since I'd been interested since I was 7, but because obviously I was so young, I didn't think it'd be worth starting. Obviously, you've got to have that mindset for boxing. But when I seen that, I thought, you know what, you're getting old enough now. You need to start getting a move on with it if you want to get going. So I started when I was 15.
So where did it go from 15 then? Where did you go from there?
So 15, I just basically spoke to my dad and I was like, look, I'm ready to start now. I've had this interest going for a couple of years, but I'm ready to actually go for the test, try it out, see how I like it. Joined the club, trained a little bit at home, but it was when COVID hit that my interest just like flared up, and I really thought, no, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to spend my life dedicating to. This is like what I'm passionate about, so I'm going to go for it. Now is a better time than ever to grab it with both hands and go for it. So over COVID, I trained so hard and lost all that weight. It came down from 73.5 kg to 51 kg in that time, and it's the best thing I've done, honestly. I'm so grateful for that time to do something that I love.
Yeah, because a lot of people have been COVID in that sort of time where they kind of thought, oh, I'm not up to much. There's not a lot I can do. I'm kind of stuck in. But you've used that time wisely, and like I was saying to you before we came on, you've got such a wise head on you for a 17-year-old girl. It's unbelievable. Yeah. And just your dedication there already shows that you're already setting yourself up on a good platform moving forward. So
yeah, definitely.
Is your dad a massive boxing fan then as well?
Yeah, he is, but he studied martial arts, particularly Aikido, for a couple of years. So as a kid growing up, me and him were always messing around, and that's influenced how much I enjoy fighting as a whole. But I took it in as boxing, but definitely both of us are massive boxing fans, yeah.
Because obviously you're going to be looking at going pro. I know that's something your sort of long-term goal, should we say, is your next goal, isn't it? But before that, you obviously, you've finished school now, so you're kind of in that period of what you want to do. You're looking to head off to uni.
Yeah, I'm in my last year of college, starting September. So after that, I am looking to do sport and exercise science in university, which is all about like the psychology and sociology of sport. So I think it'd be beneficial. So it's all, even though I'm at uni academically, it's all still surrounded around the aspect of sport, because it's just the biggest aspect of my life. And exercise is something that came into my life when I was 15, and it's something that I don't think now I could do without. It's just amazing for me, particularly when I'm training boxing. But you know, you get the other side of boxing. You've got to have your fitness up. You've got to strength and condition. You've got a load of things that come with boxing besides just being in the ring.
Yeah. As you say, especially you look at a lot of sports now. It's the psychology is such a major part, isn't it? You know, a lot of people are getting the psychologists on board. They're, you know, having those conversations, putting themselves in a better mindset. And you find a lot of people who have done that half into their career, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely.
They're already installing that now, and then saying, right, I'll have that mindset, and then I'll go pro. So you're kind of doing, you know, setting yourself up even more.
Yeah, the mindset is half the battle in boxing. You can be physically ready, you can be the best boxer in the world, but if your mind's not in it, you will not get as far as you aspire to go. It's simple, because negativity or not believing in yourself or not even having that mindset to get up there, honestly, it's half the battle. You've got to believe in yourself and you've got to have a positive mindset, because it's so much more difficult without that.
Yeah, and as you were saying, you know, obviously with the picture of Muhammad Ali behind you was the master of the psychological battles, wasn't he? You know, he'd be chatting, you know, he'd be chatting all sorts. You're going down in one, you know, he'd be listing it off, and he'd take them out, because psychologically in the opponent, they're already beaten, because he's told that they're going down and they're going to be beaten. So
you start to believe it, don't they? And he was like that in the ring when he's actually in there, like saying things to his opponents. Like, you're already in there just trying to focus on the fight, and you've got someone telling you right there and then how bad you are or how much you're going to be beaten. It's so hard, I think, would be to concentrate on what you're actually doing when you've got someone inside your mind.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone better. I don't think anyone's going to come close to how he was in his mentality, because he was just on a different wavelength, wasn't he? And you know, as you say, you look at the likes of Tyson Fury, sort of the next generation coming through, who's got that mindset as well, who they toy with people, you know, dress up as Batman, all sorts of stuff.
Or anything else you can think of, to be fair.
Yeah. If we see you come out like dressed as Catwoman or Batman, I know where you've got it from.
Yeah, definitely. I've read his book as well, so definitely pinched the idea from him, being like, come out like Superman one day.
Yeah. But no, yeah, chatting about Tyson Fury, I'll chuck the first one at you already. Obviously, on the horizon, you've got the major fight. You were talking about the flaming AJ versus, you know, Fury. How do you see it? You know, obviously, it sounds like it's going to be abroad.
No, definitely. I don't think it'll be in this country at all.
I think there's talk of Saudi Arabia, possibly. How do you see that one going? I know it's a difficult one to chuck at you. So
it definitely is. To be fair, I could see it going either way quite easily, because Joshua's got that traditional style, but his boxing skill and his mindset, actually coming back from that defeat from Ruiz, it shows his capability to come back from a defeat. But I think now he wants to stay on top. Like, he was on the Jonathan Ross show the other night and he said he will not be beaten. So that's a factor to play. But you've got Tyson Fury saying the exact same. But as I've said before, they both blocked Klitschko. Yes, Joshua knocked him out and Fury went the distance. But personally, I think the way Fury handled Klitschko, technical wise, he did better with him, because I had him ahead the whole time on points. So basing it off that, I do think Tyson Fury, because he's slippery, isn't he? He's got that style that you can't predict. He's got the movement of someone at like 50 kg and he's a heavyweight. So 51% Fury, 49% AJ. But I'm still on the fence about that one still, to be honest.
Yeah, I was having a chat with someone yesterday, and it's very much this week I'm with AJ, next week I'm with Fury, and it seems to be going like that.
No, that is the exact same, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be one of those that literally cuts the country bang down the middle, because you've got your AJ fans who are loyal, they stick with him. You've got Fury fans who have been with him since day one, but he's nicked a few as well because of the comeback story, you know, everything that's gone on with him, you know, the action, all sorts of things. He's kind of become Britain's next kind of favourite. So
yeah, definitely.
It's yeah, like you say, it's an interesting one. But yeah, you're obviously going to be joining the women's division, as it were, at a massive point, because women's boxing's on the up, and it's probably in the best position it's ever been in.
Yeah, it's exploding, isn't it?
You look at the talent out there, and we were saying earlier, you know, Katie Taylor, Natasha Jonas, we'll get to that in a minute. Savannah Marshall, Lucy Wildheart. You obviously had the fight with Shannon Courtney, Ebony Bridges, Rachel Ball. There's some real talent out there, isn't there? And you know, you think years down the line, you're going to be in the mix.
Yeah, I could beat some of them very easily. My weight at the moment, I'm 53.5 kg, so bantamweight, but I can go anywhere from 51 to 57, so I could meet quite a few of them at some point if they're so active, of course. But I'd love to get in the ring with some of them. Obviously, they've created women boxing for what it is now. It's not something to be joked about. It's very serious and on par with the men's boxing.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think each time they come out, I think they raise the bar every single time. And I think when you look at Eddie Hearn and the platform he's got at Matchroom, I think he elevates that every time. You know, he's putting them on that pedestal and saying, look, we've got to start taking women's boxing, you know, to another level. Start taking it seriously. Start watching it, because there's an array of talent in there. And yeah, like we were saying, you know, a couple of weeks' time, I'll stick this one in now.
Yeah, he always puts them on great cards as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He lines them up for a very popular card, so it's like they're bound to be seen because they're on a card. Like Savannah Marshall, when she had her fight a couple of months ago in October, she was on the USIC undercard, wasn't she? So that was a big exposure for her. And the fights, Ebony Bridges and Shannon Courtney was on the Ben undercard. So we've had great exposure, and it's brilliant to be part of this like community of women boxing, because it's inspiring now watching what these women can do after, you know, all the hardship they've gone through to get to where they are now. It's brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, and they've opened the door even wider for the next generation. And
yeah, I know many boxers now, females going for it, don't they? So people are passionate about it now because they know they can get there. They've, like you said, they've opened the door for us, haven't they?
Yeah, I feel bad because I forgot Hannah Rankin, so I'm going to chuck her in there as well.
Yeah,
she's an absolute warrior. She is. But yeah, we'll go back to the big one. Katie Taylor, Natasha Jonas, a hell of a fight in a couple of weeks' time. Yeah, where do you see that one going? That's probably just as hard, in my opinion, as the AJ Fury, because those two girls are really going to go for it. Natasha's got a heart on her sleeve, sort of fighting style, and never goes down. You know, like against Terry Harper, what a fight that was.
See, my decision was the other way for that one. I wouldn't, as great as Harper is, I can't deny that she is outstanding. I've got huge respect for her and she's an idol of mine. But personally, I think Natasha Jonas won that one, and the decision went the wrong way.
Yeah. And Katie, she's in a league of her own, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
But how do you see it? You know, and no one sits on the fence on this show, Miranda. I want to make that clear now.
Okay, no one sits on the fence. I'll have a good think then. So Natasha Jonas, she's, like you said, the heart she's got, you know, how she went through that Harper fight as well, just highlighted how amazing she is. I feel like some people, sometimes they forget just how good, you know, she is, and she's still out there. She's great, but like you said, Katie Taylor, she's a league of her own. I'm unfortunately, as much as I love Natasha Jonas, going to have to go with Katie Taylor, because I can't see any woman boxer beating Katie Taylor.
Yeah. It's such a difficult one. It is a difficult one, and like I say, I've asked quite a few people this one, and they're all stuck. You know, obviously get an answer, but they're all stuck.
No sitting on the fence here.
Yeah, no, I don't sit on the fence, blimey. I would love to see Natasha Jonas. I'm the same as you. I'd love to see her do it. But Katie's just a different type of machine.
Yeah, she's something else there.
But I've just got a feeling Jonas might. I think if anyone could do it, I think it's her.
Yeah, definitely. She's great. I think she's got a few tricks up her sleeve to handle the Taylor fight because she's aware of how big it is. How amazing Katie Taylor is. You know, when you think of women's boxing, for me, the face that comes to it is Katie Taylor. So this is on equal, if not bigger than the AJ Fury fight, to be honest. It's out there. It's the biggest women's boxing fight I think that we've had in a while, if ever.
Yeah, it should definitely be headlining that.
Yeah.
I don't really know how that's happened, really, to be honest. I know, don't get me wrong, Parker Chisora, great scrap. And Chisora probably said, look, I've got a headline regardless. I think that's probably what he said. Or it's not happening. But I would have put that as its own card. Like, do an all-ladies card again. Because there's so many good female fights out there.
I know.
Announced that, like, recently, I think we've just had Terry Harper and Choi.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what a fight. That's going to be a cracker as well. So, as you say, it's the perfect time, and you're going to swing in just at the right moment. As you say, you got your head screwed on, you're going to do your uni, come out the other side with, the perfect mentality, ready to go for the pro game. And, big times ahead for Miranda Higgins, 100%.
Yeah, hopefully by then I'll have some amateur titles under my belt, like quite a few as well. I've got good goals for being an amateur. It should open up this year, and I've got quite a couple of years left as an amateur. So my first goal is to run and dominate the amateur game. First of all, I'm going to come in there and hit it like a hurricane, and I'm going to do my best to dominate the amateur game, be the face of the amateur game. I'm aspiring that much of it.
Yeah, and, why not? Why not? Give yourself a name now. Because when you get to the pro game, people are going to think, "Oh no, not her again," and that's that. But that's what you want to set. You want to set the bar, don't you, at that amateur level? So when you go to pros, people are going to go, right, we know what this girl's all about. You set yourself up for potentially getting in with some of the big promoters as well.
Yeah,
that's where you got to be, haven't you? And as I say, you've definitely got the family support. That's all right, don't worry. You've definitely got the family support, and you're picking up a good fan base already. Why not give it the best shot you got? And as I say, by the sound of you already, you're already halfway there with your mentality. You're ready to go, and you just want to get stuck in. So I wish you all the best, and I'm sure I'll probably get a message on the Taylor Jonas fight from you at some point saying, see, I told you.
I'll message you on all the fights, let you know. My predictions are right.
Yeah, oh no, I'm going to get it now. But it's been lovely having you on. And you're welcome on any time. If we can help in any way, just give us a shout. And good luck with what you're doing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
No worries at all. Thanks for coming.
It's been brilliant. I hope to speak again soon.
Yeah, no worries at all. You take care.
You too.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Miranda Higgins, what a bright future she's got. So she said she's gonna go out, she's gonna dominate the amateur game, and then she's gonna hit the pros after university, after doing a psychology degree. Got her head screwed on already. I can't wait to see what she does in the future. And I think she's got a big future ahead of her. She's got the family behind her. She's got a good fan base already. And it's looking good for her. So we wish Miranda all the best on JG's Fight Talk. If you like what you've seen today, check out the rest of the content. Head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And we'll see you soon. Take care.
Oh, you